guys know why we're here? No? Diane, you want to tell them why we're here?
You guys were nominated for the Daisy Team Award, and you have been chosen as the recipient. And you were nominated by Valerie and Marisa. And Michelle's here to read you your nomination, and we just want to be here to celebrate you guys and everything that you have gone through.
Here you go, Diane. Diane, come here. You can come up here and hold it. There you go. You can hold it. All right. So this was the nomination that was submitted about you guys. And I don't know if you know, but the way the Daisy Award is chosen every month, both the team award as well as the individual award, is as nominations come in, they go to the Nurse Executive Council, which Diane, frankly, is your rep for, and they're voted upon who the winner's going to be. And as Diane said, you guys were the winner for the team award this month. So this was your nomination. We would like to nominate 5 East staff for the Daisy Team Award for their resilience, perseverance, and commitment to all the patients they served and continue to serve, both during and after the COVID-19 pandemic. At the beginning of COVID, 5 East was assigned as the dedicated COVID unit. While patients with respiratory distress were rising exponentially, the staff lacked the experience with such patients. They all quickly became experts and a great resource to the entire care team. Throughout the uncertainty and fear, the staff took on the challenge and did a phenomenal job. The staff's knowledge, fearlessness, and vocalization for patient safety and care resulted in many positive patient outcomes. With frequent updates of enterprise directives, shortages and/or changes in products, staffing challenges, this did not discourage our staff. Instead, it united them more, each supporting one another and working tirelessly in an attempt to ensure the best patient outcomes. To ensure a quick response to a patient's declining respiratory status, they created respiratory bags that included vital items to support patients' needs until the team arrived. Holding hands of dying and scared patients, initiating FaceTime calls with family members prior to a patient's intubation or transfer to the ICU to say last goodbyes, and bringing items patients requested. This is my favorite part, hoagies and Swedish fish. Are only some of the examples of the attentiveness staff provided to patients in the absence of family members. The group even tried to cheer patients up by drawing smiley faces on their face shields. 5 East's dedication to helping COVID patients was evident when they declined to switch units to another floor when given the opportunity. Although the staff was tired and yearned for the pandemic to come to an end, they felt that they had mastered the skills needed to care for the patients. In addition, to try and increase the morale of the campus, a 5 East staff member created a video of pictures of various staff members throughout the campus without their masks so that everyone could see the smiles on their faces. This video was played in the main lobby daily to increase morale and unite the team. Although nursing leadership for 5 East has changed since the start of the pandemic, the stories of the staff's kindness and strength by patients, families, staff, and leaders makes us feel proud to be leading such an amazing team. Another great attribute of 5 East, an amazing job they did caring for COVID patients over the course of 2 years with frequent changes in management. This unit truly deserves to be recognized with the Daisy Team Award. Congratulations. Anything, Val? Val wrote this, so I guess you kind of did say.
I was gonna say, honestly, that's really how I feel about you guys. The strength and resilience, the teamwork that you guys build, the skills that you were lacking prior to this. You guys just do an amazing job, and I really want you to feel how appreciative that you are, not only by Marisa and I, but the leadership here at the campus also. So thank you for everything that you guys did.
Thank you, guys. So I know they have, Val and Diane have plans for treats and whatnot.
Yeah, we have a couple of good things. So each of you guys will receive a Daisy pin so that you can wear proud and show off everything that you guys went through, what you deserve. We have some plaques. We have a banner that will stay up here for the month. We have some sign cards. And then Daryl, I don't know if you want to tell them what we have planned for Daryl and I really just wanted to go an extra mile and just provide you guys with a breakfast. We'd love for you guys just to spend some time together, just kind of celebrate yourselves and everything that you went through. We're so proud of you guys. You know, we could not have done it without you. Just congratulations to everybody. Such a great team.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, guys. You all were just awarded the Daisy Team Award. Only the second one that's been given at Jefferson Northeast since we've been doing Daisy. So really, you know, incredibly prestigious and a lot to be proud of, I hope. I hope you guys feel that way. So, you know, the nomination talked a lot about what a cohesive team you are and how well you work together. Can you guys talk a little bit about sort of the challenges and how you manage to do that? I mean, these jobs are harder than they've ever been. But nonetheless, you know, it sounds like you all have managed to really stay together and keep the patients at the center of what you're doing, as well as each other. So, can you talk a little bit about that? I know, Liz, you're a...
I just think that it speaks to the people that you work with, dedication to patients and supporting each other, and just, you know, just being there for one another, and doing what needs to be done. You know, that's just what I have to say in regard to it. Just having a really good support group and people who work together and are very cohesive and considerate of one another and supportive of one another.
Yeah,
So that helped a lot.
How long have you been here?
It'll be 16 years in November, and I've always been with this
group?
unit. Yeah.
How about you guys? How long?
In December, it'll be 6 years.
6 years?
30.
30.
24.
24?
16.
Wow. So if we add all this up, you guys are older than me.
I think in the beginning that I mean, it was just all the isolation gear we had to put on. I mean, nobody could stand having it on for more than 5 minutes. It was so hard to just, and that was every single room. I mean, I was a charge nurse, so I didn't have to go in every single room every day like these guys did. But I think that was hard in the beginning, but I guess you kind of get used to it, and you got our routine down. Everybody just kind of knew what to do. We solved a lot of the issues that were problems, like just the trays and how to deliver trays. Like just bringing them all up at one time was much easier. We just kind of muddled through and figured things out as it went.
We were kind of like isolated from everybody else in work. Like the floor was, you know, the doors are closed. Nobody was really coming up. So we kind of turned into like waitresses, housekeepers, plumbers. Like so just everybody just kind of, whatever happened that day, everybody just kind of rolled with it. And like Liz said, you just had, you could ask somebody for whatever help. Like, hey, I'm in this room. Can you bring me down this? Can you? So everybody just kind of worked together just to get through the day.
I mean, you guys all talked about how long you've been here, which is incredible. You know, if you look out into the world over the last 2 years, you know, people quit. You know, a lot of people said, whatever my job is, this is too hard, and they weren't in jobs like you guys. So, you know, how did you manage to not do that? You know, I mean, the nomination that was written spoke to your perseverance and your resilience and your, you know, your willingness to come together. How did you individually? How did each one of you, you know, get up every morning and say, you know what, I'm going to go to the hospital today during a pandemic and do my job, which is, you know, to care for people in a way I've never had to do before. None of us have had to do before, and you know, with that sense of the unknown. You know, what went through your head? Like, what did you think about as you came to work and as you were at work each day in this sort of height of that?
I know I felt needed. We felt needed. Like if you know, if you had to be there for people, we had a job to do, and you really felt like during that time you were really being a nurse because people really relied on you. Families, you know.
People were really sick.
Yeah.
Respiratory wise. I was scared.
Sure.
I don't know about anybody.
It was
else.
scary.
Yeah.
We all
I did a lot of
scared.
walking to help my head. You know. And then not only that, when you left the hospital, you were kind of treated like you had the plague by people because where you work,
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to come around you. My neighbors would say hi from a distance. My family wouldn't even give me a hug. So not only did we deal with this, but we dealt with being outside the hospital and not really, you know, there were nurses that didn't go near their kids, lived other places, you know, and it wasn't a good time for us. It was a depressing time, I felt.
Yeah.
But you had each other.
Oh,
it sounds
yeah, we
like.
knew we had to come to work, and that's what we had to do, so.
There were a lot of rapids.
Yeah.
You know, there was like, it could be like 3 going on at the same time.
Yeah. And you got to a point where you knew, yeah, they weren't coming back, which
Yeah.
was sad. It was really sad.
And I feel like as eerie as that was, that whole situation, because we talk about it a lot, like even driving to the hospital, because I'm night shift. But, you know, without the traffic, it was just eerie driving to work, and everything was different. It was like a good few months of, oh my gosh, is the world going to end? But you come here, and everybody did here, you know, doing the same job, and I think that brought us together more than anything.
I think it made us stronger.
It did.
As a team.
It did. I feel like it did.
Like in a weird way, we were. This is like where we could socialize. Like 'cause you couldn't socialize anywhere else.
couldn't go anywhere
You know, like
else.
so, but you came here and you could sit at that table and like laugh with everybody. Like you had to, 'cause to get through your 12-hour shift. You had to.
Well, and no one understood it as
Right.
well as each other,
And
right?
we owned that to the point where we didn't want them to take it from us because they're just like, well, we know all the isolation stuff,
Yeah.
just leave it here. Now, we didn't know for 2 years, but,
Right.
but, you know, I mean, because originally when it first started, we were just being the COVID floor and, you know,
Right.
dealt with it, and I think everybody did great. We had a few people that got really sick and, you know, but it did make us stronger as a team.
Yeah, the nurses had the opportunity that they wanted to tap out and go to another floor for a week or two, but nobody like ever did. You know.
It's pretty amazing. I mean, when you think about it, it really is. If you could say in one word or a couple words, what it made you feel like as a nurse, having been through that. I mean, I know we're not through it, but the worst of it. You know, what would you say in terms of how you feel as a professional nurse, having been through that and doing the job you guys did? Because it's, you know, it's incredible. You know, not many people are able to say that they have not only been through what you've been through, but thrived, took care of people, and did that kind of work at a time when the majority of people were not doing that.
I would say I always think about it being a profound experience. It's just, for me, it's just a really profound experience.
I'd say appreciate it. I mean, people would always say to you, "Oh, you're a nurse, thank you." Like, just anybody, even out of the hospital.
How about you?
I think it definitely changed. I feel like I'm definitely more knowledgeable now. Appreciated, like I said, very, you know, a while. But yeah, I think it definitely changed the way I look at nursing too. Like, when you see, and the 5th floor was like different. Like, you know, we weren't telly for that. You know, we just became telly within the last, what was it, like 10 years maybe. Like, we were med surge. We saw things that we never thought we would see. We became like a step down unit. So it's just, I think our knowledge for everybody just kind of just grew. You know.
Yeah. So it just grew.
Respiratory.
Yeah.
What about you? What would you say how it made you feel as a nurse?
I felt proud after we were done, and I felt proud that I was able to help and do it.
Yeah.
You know, that I could honor that I was able to help people. You know.
All right.
Yeah, I would say life altered. I'm probably the youngest nurse in terms of years here, being a nurse for 6 years, but I definitely feel proud in the sense that I can say, well, you know, I was a nurse during the pandemic and we kind of just handled it. You know? So definitely proud and definitely life-changing.
For sure. Well, I hope, you know, I'm proud to hear you guys say that, because I think, you know, one of the silver linings, if you will, or one of the things that I think, you know, we all kind of reflect back on is how did it change us, right? How did it change us professionally? How did it change us personally? You know, because it did. You know, it's been you know, to not be altered by this, I think would just not be possible, frankly. And, you know, I think what you guys were able to do, which is not the norm and not what you hear out in the world, was you were able to come together as people, as nurses. You were able to come together as a team. You were able to come together and take care of other people and come to work even though you were scared and you didn't feel prepared at days, and it was the unknown. That says a lot about every one of you. It says a lot about you as individual nurses, but it also says a lot about you as a team. So please feel proud. I hope when you look at your, you know, this plaque will be on your unit. This is yours. You know, and I hope as you come to work each day, and you know, take a peek at that and realize that you're doing that every day, in smaller ways potentially than, you know, we've been through in the past, but every single day. So we are certainly proud of you. We are grateful to you, you know, for all you've done and continue to do. So thank you and congratulations on an incredibly well-deserved award.
Thank you.
Good job, you guys.